In this video, I am in Washington, D.C., and we are going to visit the White House. Another rainy day. I'm going to the White House. During the White House tour, photography is allowed, but videography is not permitted. And here, after passing 2 ID check and security check, I am entering the White House. And here we are at the well-designed, beautiful Jacqueline Kennedy Garden. The White House is the official residence and workplace of the President of the United States of America, located at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest in Washington, D.C. It has served as the residence of every U.S. president since John Adams in 1800, when the national capital was moved from Philadelphia. The White House Family Theater is a small movie theater located in the White House in Washington, D.C. for the use of the President and his family. Originally, there was no room in the White House specially for screening films, so the present venue was converted from a cloakroom in 1942. It seats up to 42 people. And here we see the portrait of former First Lady Michelle Obama by the artist Sharon Sprung. The White House Library, it's approximately 27 by 23 feet and is in the northeast corner of the ground floor. The library is used for teas and meetings hosted by the President and First Lady. The Vermeil Room houses a collection of silver, gilt, or Vermeil tableware, a 1956 bequest to the White House by Margaret Thompson Biddle. Portraits of American First Ladies hang in the room. And here is the former First Lady portrait, Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. The China Room. The White House's collection of state china is displayed in this room. The collection ranges from George Washington's Chinese export china to Barack Obama's blue and white themed collection. And now I'm taking the marble stairway all the way to the second floor to visit the East Room. The East Room is the largest of the state rooms. It was designed by James Holborn and George Washington to be a public audience room. Second President John Adams and his wife, First Lady Abigail Adams, the first couple to live in the executive mansion, used the huge unfinished room for hanging out wash. And here we see former President Bill Clinton portrait. And now we are at the Green Room. Is one of the 3 state parlors on the first floor of the White House. It's used for small receptions and teas. During a state dinner, guests are served cocktails in the 3 state parlors before the President, First Lady, and a visiting head of state descend the grand staircase for dinner. The room is traditionally decorated in shades of green. The room is approximately 28 by 22.5 feet. It has 6 doors which open into the cross hall, east room, south portico, and blue room. And now we are at the blue room. It's distinctive for its oval shape. The room is used for receptions and receiving lines and is occasionally set for small dinners. The room is traditionally decorated in shades of blue, with the yellow oval room above it and the diplomatic reception room below it. The blue room is one of the 3 oval rooms in James Hoban's original design for the White House. And here we are in the red room. The room has served as a parlor and music room, and recent presidents have held small dinner parties in it. It has been traditionally decorated in shades of red. The room is approximately 28 by 22.5 feet. It has 6 doors which open into the cross hall, blue room, south portico, and state dining room. And now we are at the state dining room. It's used for receptions and larger formal dinners, state dinners for visiting heads of state on state visits. The room seats 140 people and measures approximately 48 by 36 feet. And now I am in the cross hall where we have President Ronald Reagan portrait, President Barack Obama portraits hang in the main entry hall near the north portico at the White House. Right in front, President Ronald Reagan portrait, we have the official White House portrait of President John F. Kennedy, painted by Aaron Shinkler, depicts him standing with crossed arms and a contemplative pose, his eyes downcast. The portrait was inspired by Jacqueline Kennedy's request for a portrait of her husband. The painting of iconic President Donald Trump raised fist scene from Butler rally is hanging in the grand foyer of the White House. Also in the grand foyer of the White House, we have the official portrait of President Barack Obama. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and activate the bell button. And if you see icons on the screen, click on them. Thank you for watching.